We arrived into Peru at Lima Airport, where we caught another plane to Puerto Maldonado. We then caught a little boat down the Puerto Lodge. We arrived at the lodge where we would be staying for 4 nights and had a good look around. The sun was beating down on us around 31 degrees and the air was humid and close. The lodge grounds were beautiful and we couldn't wait to check in and see our room. Okay, so we have arrived at the reserve. We've checked into our room, which is absolutely lovely. We've got 3 beds all to ourselves, so we can play musical beds if we like.
As soon as we arrived, we went straight over to the dining room where everyone was having lunch and it was so good. We had a vegetarian meal and we're so full right now. And then we've got a bit of time to ourselves before we go to Monkey Island.
Yes, I've got to say that it is hot. Okay, it is humid, it is 31 degrees, but we are sweating. My very soul is sweating, so there's going to be no makeup. It's going to be one of those weeks where we just scrape our hair up and just go wild. So we're going to look a bit rubbish as the video goes on. But hey, we're in the Amazon, who cares? Let's do it. Back down at the river, hopped in a boat across the water to Monkey Island. Dagger was born in one of the indigenous tribes in the area, but decided to study and learn English so he could share his world with others and spread his knowledge and love of his local area. Before too long, we'd already spotted monkeys, bats hiding in tree trunks, and even wild peccary pigs that roamed the lodge grounds. As the sun set after a wonderful dinner, we headed out on the river to see what we could spot after dark. First up, Aragog the tarantula made an appearance. Dagger was armed with a powerful torch, scanning the riverbeds for alligators and caiman. To begin with, we saw nothing but an inquisitive owl, but before too long, we spotted a white caiman, just a juvenile, but these can grow to over 8 foot long.
But this is not the same as the little one we said.
No. It's got a smooth fronted cane.
The packing is rather similar.
We fell asleep to the sounds of the rainforest, but we were shortly awakened by our first tropical storm.
Oh my God, yes. Thunder, lightning, rain like you've never seen it before. But luckily, by morning it had calmed to just a drizzle.
Now today we were venturing much further into the rainforest. We were going to explore the Tambo Pata Reserve.
Yes, we were heading into jaguar territory. Luckily we were assured you don't often see them in daylight hours. Thank the Lord. However, we might stumble across an anaconda. So let's do it. Next up, we were heading to Sandoval Lake. It was time to paddle our way through the swamp to reach the lake and see what we could find. The first thing we spotted, more caiman, but this time the black caiman. This is the largest member of the alligator family, with adult males measuring around 13 foot in length. Luckily, we only spotted smaller juveniles in the daylight. It was a truly magnificent experience, and one that we'll never forget, almost like being in a movie. I love an adventure, and this was certainly one of the coolest ones I've had so far. Now, if only we could spot some howler monkeys, that would make it ideal. And as if by magic,
They're little.
The bridge had started to swing and shake a lot in the wind. It was scary stuff. And by the time we got down, the sun had set, so it was now raining and dark.
Sorry about this state of the filming, but it's pissing it down. It's getting dark. We don't know where our guide's gone, and we are in the rainforest. Good. This is exactly what we wanted.
Luckily, we found Dagger in the end, and he had a torch. He explained it was now time for the nighttime bug hunt, which Danny was not excited about as she wasn't the biggest fan of creepy crawlies. I loved it personally. Plus, it had stopped raining. We saw all sorts, including poisonous frogs and the famous Amazon bullet ants that pack a bite more painful than 30 bee stings.
Going on a zip line in the piss wet through rain, looking pen.
Okay, so Danny wasn't as keen, bless her, but she is scared of heights. But I was living my best life. Now, what an incredible feeling, whizzing through the rainforest canopy. After we finished, it was time to head back.
And the next activity, kayaking in the same river we spotted alligators. And this is the
So here we are, kayaking in the Amazon. Danny is loving every single minute of it. Sorry, like I'm so close to the camera, but it's tied around my neck. This is the same river that we went alligator spotting, and apparently there is also anacondas.
I can't even get on a big boat without making a scene, and I'm currently on a tiny kayak bopping around part of the river that goes into the Amazon. Here comes our boat because we made it home, just over there.
We headed back to the lodge. We had some free time to enjoy our last few hours there and relax. But this wasn't the end of our Amazon experience. Now, after we'd finished for the day, we hopped back into Maldonado, as the next day we will be volunteering at the Amazon Animal Shelter.